ChatGPT will have ads. This is what OpenAI and Sam Altman are telling us. They are gonna start testing ads in ChatGPT. I predicted it long back but wasn't expecting it to happen so soon. And since I did some research on when I was predicting this, I thought I should let you know that how this thing may play out. Now here is a tweet from Sam Altman where he says that here is our principles. Most importantly, we will not accept money to influence the answer ChatGPT gives you, and we keep your conversation private from advertisers. Now, criticisms apart, this is a good way to start. This is a good way to convince people that the ChatGPT is going to respond to you the same way as it was responding before the ads. But here is the question: if you are not going to share the conversation, it's not going to impact the response from ChatGPT, how the advertisement will work out. During my research, I found a few things and I thought I should tell you this. But before I do that disclaimer, I don't know how they are going to do it. I have no information of that. But I'm going to tell you what I thought I will do had I been in their place. Now, one thing is absolutely sure that it will be subtle. It will be so subtle that it will be very difficult to differentiate between what text contains advertisements, what text contains the response. Okay, and I believe there are two approaches that might be taken by the responses. One is that seed of doubt, another is seed of scarcity. Let me tell you what they are. Start with first seed of doubt. Let's assume that you are using an open source library and there is a competing library from a company who can spend money for advertisement. Let's say company ABC. Now you are asking your ChatGPT to give you the code for open source library. The ChatGPT will give you the code for open source library. It is not impacting with the response you are expecting from ChatGPT. Now the responses will not change, but after the response, a line may appear in a subtle way which says that based on the recent survey of developers across multiple geographic locations, people prefer library given by ABC as compared to the open source library I am using. That's all. So it will create a seed of doubt, which will force us to look at that library and we may end up using the library by company ABC paying money. So the company's purpose is solved, advertisement is successful. And creating seed of doubt and paradox of choices is very easy to confuse people. And this is where the unsatisfaction leads to exploration of different things, different products, and that may boost your advertisement revenue. I'm not sure that's going to happen again, but that's one way. Second is seed of scarcity. Assuming I am asking my ChatGPT to write a code for processing some file. ChatGPT does that. I'm asking it to execute the code, and it's executing it on my system, and it takes, let's say, 10-20 seconds, right? Nothing changed. ChatGPT works as expected. But towards the end, after the execution, ChatGPT may say in a subtle way that, okay, looks like it's taking longer time to execute on your system. Why don't you upgrade your system with X configuration from Y vendor? Again, the purpose of advertisement is solved without changing anything, without sharing anything. Now, before you think that I might be giving an idea to OpenAI, believe me, guys, they have done their homework. They have an army of people who are much better than me in understanding how things will go. Whatever I am saying is what I did thought of, while working on my previous video, doing some research that if you want to insert advertisements in a subtle way, how will you do that? The one interesting point in Sam's tweet is that it's clear to us that a lot of people want to use a lot of AI and don't want to pay. So we are hopeful a business model like this can work. Remember open source software? Lots of people have used it. All the big companies are running on open source software. They are neither saying anything back nor giving anything back. They are just using it. And why it's sustained? Because open source was created by people like me and many other people who are actually contributing, giving their time because we believed in something. The chat GPTs, The LLMs, they are not come with a belief of, some common good or something. Look at the example of tailwind. Sometimes, somewhere, we may have to ask the question, is it taking us towards a progress, or it is bringing us backward to a particular point where it decides what has to be said, what has to be used, how the things will be created. There is no scope for any innovation, creativity outside of these areas. Well, time will tell. In the meantime, let's enjoy the changes and see how it impacts. Thank you all. Thanks for watching.